We're all hearing the term artificial intelligence, or AI, thrown around constantly. But what does it actually mean? It's so much more than just sci-fi movies and robots. To really get it, we have to start with a question about ourselves. So let's dive in. Here's a thought. Before we can even begin to understand artificial intelligence, we kind of have to get a handle on the thing that makes us, well, us, our own intelligence. And it turns out, we've been obsessed with this question for a very, very long time. It's even baked right into our name. I mean, think about that. The name for our entire species, Homo sapiens, literally translates to wise man. We didn't call ourselves strong man or fast man. Nope. We decided the one thing that truly defines us is our mind. You could say intelligence is our superpower. So for most of human history, this whole quest to figure out what makes us wise has been a journey inward. Fields like philosophy, psychology, you name it, they've all been trying to crack this code. The big question was always, how does this thing between our ears actually work? How can this little 3-pound lump of tissue perceive the world, understand it, and even predict what's going to happen next? But then, not too long ago, our whole mission took this radical turn. We stopped just asking, how do we work? And we started asking a much bigger, much more ambitious question. And that question, well, it kicked off an entirely new field of science. And here's the pivot. It was a shift from just understanding intelligence to actually building it. We went from looking at our own brains under a microscope to grabbing a toolkit. Suddenly, the goal became this breathtakingly bold idea. Could we create intelligence from scratch? And that right there is the heart of artificial intelligence. It's not just about watching intelligence in action, it's about making it. That one word, build, changes everything. It's the leap from biology to engineering. Now, I know AI feels like this brand new thing that just burst onto the scene, but its roots go back decades. The idea really started picking up steam after World War II. It got its official name back in 1956, and it's been quietly growing into the powerhouse we see today. Okay, so if the mission is to build intelligence, what can an artificial mind actually do? Well, the answer is kind of staggering. It's pretty much anything an intellectual task requires. And I know, that sounds like a massive claim, but it's exactly why AI is so transformative. Basically, if a task involves thinking or reasoning or learning, it's fair game for AI. And the range is just astounding. I mean, it covers everything from the purely logical, like mastering a game of chess or proving complex math theorems, to the deeply creative, like writing a poem, and all the way to the incredibly practical, like safely driving a car through city traffic or helping a doctor diagnose a disease earlier. That's why people call it a universal field, because intelligence itself isn't limited to just one thing, right? So it makes sense that the tools we create to replicate it can be applied just about everywhere. So what does this all mean for the future? If you're curious about the world, where does AI fit into the picture? Well, think about a field like physics. It's easy to feel like you're walking in the shadows of these absolute giants, right? Galileo, Newton, Einstein. It can feel like all the big ideas have been discovered. But AI is totally different. It's a new frontier. The foundations are still being poured. And this is maybe the most exciting part. AI is not a field where all the great discoveries are in the past. It's a field that's actively looking for its next pioneers, its next Edisons and Einsteins. There is so much fundamental work just waiting to be done. So really, the story of AI is the story of us. It's a story about humanity shifting its focus from trying to understand the wise man to trying to build the wise machine. And because that frontier is so incredibly new, the biggest question isn't what's already been built. The real question is, what's next? What world-changing idea is just sitting out there, waiting for someone, maybe even you, to build it?